This is the Lawrence County SportsNet Class.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the county. Of champions.
You say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The Neshannock Lancers are WPIAL Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the county of champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. Now we'll do it. Mohawk. Back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for 3. He's the now all-time leading scorer. Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score! The tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Gabe McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And a pleasant good evening from historic Holman Park. It's WPIAL Class 2A playoffs on a Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP as the 2-7 game in Class 2A, Neshannock against Apollo Ridge.
In front of the announcer's booth. Thank you. Let's have a great game.
I'm James Dodson, Jacob Walzer alongside. Jacob, trip to the semifinals on the line. We already saw one game here today in Class 2A with Southside winning 5-4 over New Brighton. Here tonight, the Lancers and the Vikings. Winner will take on the Southside Rams in the semis.
Thank you, James. The Apollo Ridge Vikings and the Neshannock Lancers taking the field now. Looking at the Neshannock Lancers in the field, the battery is Cole Hutchison and Hayden Tatterson behind the dish. Going across the diamond, third to first, Ryan Cameron, Nathan Rickle at short, Luca Pegli at second, Mason Mraz at first, and then in the outfield, Kevin Gerlach, Anthony Aiken, and Joey DiMuccio.
That is your defensive alignment, brought to you by Medor Bonner Lawn. Let's take a look at the starting batting order for the Apollo Ridge Vikings. They played in the first round, the 7-seed Vikings, a 2-1 victory over Shenango. Their order looks like this. Gage Wingard leads off. He's the shortstop. Third baseman Zach Myers, is hitting second. Noah Stewart hitting third. Alex Clausen, the cleanup hitter, the first baseman. Braden McCracken, the catcher. Owen Saxon in right field. Parker Gurley is the DH. Richard Peach in left field. Peyton Namers, the center fielder. And not hitting tonight is the pitcher, Brody Henderson. Talking about Cole Hutchison for the Neshannock Lancers, who are 16-3 on the year. Hutchinson 4-0 on the season, also has a couple of saves out of the pen. 29 innings pitched. He and Denny Joseph almost dead even in terms of innings pitched, but it's the senior right-hander who will get the call here tonight for the Lancers.
Cole Hutchison with a staggering 1.93 ERA this season, and just like you said, 29 innings pitched. But Neshannock had a bye in the first round. I wonder if that'll have any implication since they had, I believe, 12 days off when Apollo Ridge played last week and played a great game versus Shenango, winning 3-2.
And getting the 2-run RBI single. The only runs in the game scored by Noah Stewart, the 3-hitter. This Apollo Ridge team as a whole, they don't hit the ball often, but they hit them in the clutch positions. And I think this could be another game where you expect maybe just a couple of runs.
Number 2, Gage Wingard.
We're right under the PA address here, so apologies going to be tough to hear.
Gage Wingard, the junior, with 64 plate appearances, leading his team, also leading in batting average with .36.
Castle Asphalt and Construction.
18 hits, 5 doubles, and 2 of his team's 5 home runs this season.
And he is a dangerous leadoff man as we get the first pitch delivery. Swing and a miss for strike one. Also has 11 walks and 10 stolen bases, so he can move well across the base paths. 7:02, the time of your first pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike two.
The Vikings looking eagerly to jump on Hutchison's fastball. Being mid-80s, faster it comes in, the faster it'll go out.
Quickly working ahead is Hudson 0-2. Whistles upstairs, count now 1-2 if you're watching on the NFHS network. Listening live at lcsportsnet.com. Hutchison sets, fires, just misses away. Count even at 2-2. Hutchinson, 34 Ks versus 17 walks. Just about a strikeout per inning, 29 innings thrown on the season for the senior. 2-2 pitch fouled back into the screen. Count will remain 2-2 here at historic Pullman Park. 347 down the left field line, 325 down the right field line. It's a blast to dead center, 425 to center, 350 in the right center gap, and 385 into deep left center field. 2-2. Good hole by the leadoff guy on the fastball upstairs, and after starting 0-2, now a full count to Gage Wingard.
Seen a lot of fastballs there, not laying them off early in the count, but then laying them off later in the count. Gets to a full count with the wind and pitch.
Payoff pitch is being ripped foul down the first base line towards all the parked cars and the buses. A good job of wasting a couple of 2-strike pitches here now by the leadoff batter. Pitch count will become really big. More on that in a moment after this full count pitch again wasted out of play.
Hit to probably the same exact spot, hitting the same exact car, if you will. Just fouling the fastball off down the first base side.
As long as it's not my car, we're fine with that. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Misses downstairs. And a great leadoff at bat. A 9-pitch at bat won by Wingard. Team high 12th walk of the
Now
season.
batting, third baseman, number 10, Zach Myers.
Zach Myers now to the plate. Scored one of the 2 runs in the opening round win against Shenango last week. Looking to get some run support early. This one bounces in and it goes off the plate and off the mask of Patterson all the way towards the third base dugout. Wild pitch will send Wingard to second base.
Great start for the Vikings, instantly getting a runner in scoring position. No outs on the board, and they got their second hitter up to bat, ready to do some damage. Myers, the junior, hitting .315 with 7 RBIs this season, looking to make it 8 here in this big first inning here.
And runs have come at a premium for the most part for Apollo Ridge on the season. Won their opening round game 2-1, inside move, and hustling back there at second base is Wingard. Cole Hutchinson, a 1.93 earned run average on the season. Long pause, now look, throw to the plate, swing and a miss, even to count at 1-1.
Talking about Apollo Ridge's runs, they've scored 110 runs this season, but have allowed 109, just barely edging that out. Although they have a 12-10 overall record this season.
1-1 to count. Nobody down here in the top of the first inning, and again inside move, getting the runner back to second base. Winner this one will take on Southside. The 3-seeded Rams defeated New Brighton here at Pullman Park by a score of 5-4. This one's roped foul down the first base line. Count now 1-2. So early on here, Jacob, very late on the fastball, it feels like, is Apollo Ridge.
Just looking to throw it to right field, and that's all you can do with 2 strikes. Just foul it off and hope to see another and a better pitch, maybe even a mistake if they get lucky here.
1 ball, 2 strike to count. Hutchinson delivers, misses down and away, evens the count at 2-2. Mentioned Noah Stewart in the on-deck circle. He had the 2-run single in the 5th inning that gave Apollo Ridge the lead that they would not surrender against Shenango in the opening round there at Seneca Valley. 2-2 pitch, another one late and fouled off towards the Refinery down the right field line.
Apollo Ridge doing an unbelievable job of pushing the pitch count and just throwing everything to right field, and if it goes out of play, it goes out of play. I mean, Zach Myers has 17 hits this season. Only 2 of them are doubles, so he has 15 singles this year with the average of .315, as I said earlier.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3, throws him on the outside corner. First strike out of the game, first out of the game for Neshannock defenseman.
Brings up the sophomore Noah Stewart, hitting just under what Gage Wingard does, hitting .362 with 19 hits and 17 RBIs this season with 1 home run.
Team high, 17 ribbies on the year. For Stewart. And he lines it right to third baseman, caught there by Cameron, third to second base to Pegley for the inning-ending double play. 5-4, the Twin Killer surrenders after the leadoff walk. No hits, and after the double play, no one left stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Apollo Ridge 0, Neshannock coming up to bat on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Thank you for calling AXE. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. AXE can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call AXE today.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Kaylee Cubelis as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after setting the school records in the 200-meter and 400-meter dash at the MAC Championships. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Neshannock's Anthony Aiken as the April Male Athlete of the Month. Anthony broke a 56-year-old school record in the 100-meter dash, is a part of the school record 4x100-meter relay team, and also second on the baseball team in RBIs, including a walk-off single against Shenango. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Anthony Aiken and Kaylee Cubelis, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Heading to the bottom of the first inning, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Neshannock Lancers under longtime head coach John Colero. Cole Hutchinson, the pitcher, will lead things off. Luca Pegley hitting second. Nathan Rickle hitting third. The cleanup batter is third baseman Ryan Cameron. Anthony Aiken, you just saw as your athlete of the month. He hits fifth, followed by Joey Gamuccio, Mason Moroz, Hayden Patterson, and Kevin Gerlach for the Neshannock Lancers in a straight 9 batting order tonight for NHS.
Quickly looking at the Vikings defense, Brody Henderson and Braden McCracken are the battery. Across the diamond, Zach Myers at third, Gage Wingard at short, Noah Stewart at second, Alex Clausen at first, Richard Peach out in left, Peyton Mamrose in center, and Owen Saxion in right.
Brody Henderson, a junior, 39 innings pitched on the year, 34 strikeouts. He's got a straight delivery. He did bunt on the first pitch down the third baseline. Hutchinson hustling down the line, and it's going to be safe at first as the ball actually hit Hutchinson's helmet. As the throw is pulling Clausen off, it's going to be a leadoff bunt single. How about that? The pitcher's showing off the wheels. Gotta love it.
Well, and I mean, the last time we saw Apollo Ridge, Shenango had a little bit of trouble hitting with him. Starting off with a little bunt and run, try and get a single. Coach Ladd over there at first base checking on his runner, but great bunt on the third base line, catching the third baseman sleeping a little bit. Now they're charging up from third base, expecting another bunt here.
Yeah, Zach Myers, that's a good job of charging up. His throw just a little bit off the mark up the first base line, leading to the bunt single. I think Hutchinson may have beaten it out nonetheless. We'll give the infield single for Cole. Throw over, leaning the wrong way, and after the bunt single, he is picked off at first.
Very unconventional first inning we've seen so far, James. We see that caught stealing there, and then the unconventional 1-2-3 first inning with the double play on the line drive.
You said freeze on a line on the other end between innings, Jay, and that's another one you're just leaning a little too early as the runner at first base. So 1 out. First pitch now to Luca Pegley. This is upstairs for ball 1. We talked to Apollo Ridge's head coach, Matt Gorley, last week before the game. He said, we got to play no mistakes. Well, maybe fix the mistake in the top of the first base running wise, and then getting one right back the other way, as that one's called strike one to even a count.
That was one of the big things in their game versus Shenango. Shenango had 3 errors, and Apollo Ridge didn't have any.
This breaking ball misses upstairs from Henderson. Has a unique delivery. Really reaches the arm backwards, Jay. I mean, talk about the advantage that could potentially give maybe in hiding the ball from the Neshannock batters after this 2-1 pitch called strike 2.
Good changeup there from Henderson. Just an unorthodox angle. Usually you see the 3/4 from the right side or even lefties, just a little bit over the top. Just not something you see every day.
2-2 pitch coming to Pegley is going to be fisted right back to Henderson. He'll take a couple steps over, underhand toss, and actually barely got it at first base in time for the 1-3 putout.
Brings up the sophomore that's been doing pretty much everything for Neshannock in the box, in Nathan Rickel.
Yeah, name a stat, and he leads the team basically in it if it comes down to hitting. Most doubles, most triples, most home runs. Best batting average and most RBIs on the team. He's first pitch swinging. He drives this one to the left center gap. Going back on it, not going to get there. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. He's just now getting to it as Rickel rounds second. Hits the third. Tough time to cover.
Here we go, sending him.
He's going to send him to the plate. Rickel trying to go for the inside of Parker, and he's got it. The Gator with the round chipper and Neshannock takes a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning.
Great first pitch fastball up high, but takes it opposite field over the left center off the wall. Gets all the way there, and Rickel, no doubt about it, trying to get 3. He sees Coach Colero waving his arms frantically, sending him home. Gets hyped after scoring the first run for the Lancers.
We saw the freshman do that last year in a game that was played at Slippery Rock University. You talked about the deep gap, 385 to left center field, and it didn't help. Peach in left field could not quite get the grip on the ball the first time. Gave just enough for Rickel to come all the way around. Now with 2 down, that one on the outside corner, 0-2 to count to Ryan Cameron.
Where the junior Ryan Cameron, 24 runs scored this season, leads his team along with 17 walks. Fouls this one straight back.
Pitch count, again, is going to be important over the course of this contest. If you're over 50 pitches, you would not be able to pitch in the semifinals on Wednesday. That's assuming we play on Wednesday. More on that in a moment. 0-2 the count. Line drive or ground ball right side, taken at second base on a couple of hops by Stewart. Throw to first in time to retire the side. But a Nathan Rickel inside the park home run gives Neshannock a 1-0 lead through 1 inning of play. Back in a moment. You're watching on the NFHS Network, the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Baker's Waterproofing is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Baseman number 1,
Alex Clausen, the senior here, first baseman leading off the inning. It'll be 4-5-6 for the Apollo Ridge Vikings coming up.
What a crazy first inning. We see a line drive double play to end the Apollo Ridge inning. We see a bunt single, but then a pickoff, and then an inside the park home run from Nathan Rickel as Neshannock leads 1-0 after 1 inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Although we saw maybe 9 foul balls off Cole Hutchison in the first inning, only 16 pitches and 10 strikes. As a fastball misses low, their count is 1-1. Just like you said, an unorthodox first inning.
One and 1 the count, and this one misses downstairs, even makes the count 2-1. 4, 5, 6 hitters here due up for the Vikings.
Clausen hitting .269 with 14 hits and scoring 11 times this season, leads his team there. Has 2 triples He has 2 out of the 5 triples this season for his team and 1 out of 2 home runs.
We saw it with Burrell against Mohawk, one of the games we covered earlier this week, and this one's fouled back to the screen. Full count now to Clausen. But it is impressive. A couple of teams that we've seen, Apollo Ridge and Burrell specifically, not many extra base hits on the season, but they just get it done station to station, maybe manufacture it.
Yeah, just small ball, a hit's a hit, just getting runners on base is the big key for both of these teams tonight. Fastball fouled back. Count is still full. No outs here in the top of the second inning.
You mentioned the foul balls. I mean, really late on a lot of the fastballs so far from Hutchinson, but they're getting a piece of them. That's only 5 that they fouled off with 2 strikes, and we've only seen now 4th batter of the game here for the Vikings. Payoff pitch again. Ground ball right side. It's going to find its way into right field for a leadoff base hit for Alex Clausen.
Bringing up another senior, Braden McCracken, the catcher.
14, Braden McCracken.
First hit of the game for the Vikings. McCracken was hit by a pitch against Shenango. He and Noah Stewart, I want to give this a shout out. 3 strikeouts for each of them on the year. That's impressive. They get the ball in play. You're not going to get cheap outs against either one of those guys in particular. As watching the whole way there was McCracken for strike 1.
Another interesting stat is McCracken has 0 runs in the stat column, likely getting pinch ran for or courtesy, as we see a pickoff from Hutchison.
Yeah, and that's the downside of Game Changer. Everybody uses Game Changer now, but that is not how that statistic is supposed to work. A courtesy runner, all stats are supposed to go with the person who is being run for. As this one's chopped up the middle, Rickle to Pegley for 1, throw to second base is going to be, or he doesn't get the throw off from first to first base as he bobbled it on the transfer. The runner is out at second, but it's going to be a fielder's choice 6-4, retiring Clausen. McCracken, the catcher at first base, and he'll now be replaced by a courtesy runner. That courtesy runner is going to be Austin Ross, but a good job making headman short, a good job of the umpire seeing on the transfer, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, headman short. Rickle getting that chopper, flipping it over to Ryan Cameron, unable to throw it across to first to Morose, but brings up Owen Saxon, the sophomore, hitting 184 this season.
He was hit twice by a pitch against Shenango. Watches the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Very short lead for the courtesy runner at first base. This one at the knees evens the count at 1-1. Winner of this one again takes on Southside. We already have a Riverview victory over Laurel as well. Fort Cherry against California, the 1-8 game. That one scheduled to start at 6:30. Did not get underway until just after 7.
Cole Hutchison checks on the runner once again.
Now kicks, fires, ground ball, a line drive right at something for your wall photography there as it hits the top of the first base dugout. So again, a lot of late swings on these fastballs.
The Vikings just looking to foul off the fastball and catch something breaking they can catch up to. Just like you said, a lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd, both Viking and Lancer faithful, as that ball was hit really hard right towards something for your wall photography.
So, Jay, as a pitcher, when you see them consistently behind on a fastball, what is it you're thinking is the question I'll ponder for you after this 1-2 pitch. Fastball just misses downstairs, evens the count at 2-2.
One of my better pitches was my splitter, so tunneling it the same as the fastball. Throw it right in the same place, and then it'll just dive off, and you'll get a swing or two, and as I like to call it, a sword, but Hutchison getting set.
2-2 pitch. This one misses outside, and the count now full. A lot of fastballs. I mean, you can think of it that way, too. Until they show they can catch up on the fastball, keep firing it, right?
And it could just be something in the bullpen pregame. Didn't like a lot of his off-speed stuff. That's why he's focusing a lot on the fastballs, but got to go to something here.
Foul tip and caught by Patterson for the strikeout. Second strikeout of the game, 36 of the year.
Number 26, Parker Gurley.
2 outs now brings up the junior Parker Gurley, hitting .229 this season. Only has 6 hits. Started in 15 out of 16 games this season.
Yeah, when you look up and down the lineup, Jay, a lot of, or not many that have more than probably 6 or 7 at-bats. I mean, you have the starting 9 or 10, and then after that, 7 at-bats, 6 at-bats. That's about it.
Yeah, just spreading the bat and spreading the love. That's all you can ask for in a lineup.
Swing and a miss to the DH for strike 1.
Really a little head on that fastball. Wonder if Hutchison will go to a breaking ball, as most of these Vikings hitters are expecting fastballs.
Seen a lot of them so far from Hutchison. Throw over to first base. Back in time is the courtesy runner Austin Ross. 1-0 Neshannock here in the top of the second inning. An inside the park home run for the 2-seeded Lancers off the bat of Nathan Rickles. This one's downstairs. Patterson thought about going to first, but holds up.
Beautiful day here out at Pullman Park. Most of the baseball games this season has been around 50 degrees. 87 today, partly cloudy, a lot of sun. Runner goes.
And no throw and no strike either as it missed outside. Looked like Patterson was trying to get strike 3 and didn't get it.
Patterson stuck it, looked at the umpire behind him, but no dice. Count is 1-2 here with 2 outs in the courtesy runner on second base.
High kick and fire, and this one's line drive, and again, out towards the refinery.
A lot of foul balls pushing that pitch count. You wonder how long will both of these coaches let their starters go, because after you get to 50, they cannot pitch in the semifinal game.
If it plays on Wednesday, which right now weather doesn't look great for a Wednesday game, but it'll probably be on all turf everywhere, so expect to play no matter what, as this one misses away, evens the count at 2-2.
A lot of 2s on the scoreboard. Got to wonder what Hutchison is thinking of throwing now. Just missing on a lot of these fastballs that could be rung up.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Gurley. Hudson winds, fires, and gets the strikeout on the swing and a miss. Leadoff single, but the runner straight in scoring position. 1-0 heading in the bottom of the second on the Lawrence County SportsNet and watching on the NFHS Network.
That's the power of Bowser.
You're always on the winning team with the power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it, all without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
Bottom of the second inning, Neshannock with a 1-0 lead over Apollo Ridge. They send 5, 6, 7 hitters to the plate. Anthony Aiken, first one in there, misses upstairs for ball 1.
Aiken, the Edinboro football commit, and probably the 4 or 5 time record holder for Neshannock Lancer School in the 100 meter, breaking it over and over and over again. Pops this up to right field. Over to Owen Saxon.
Yeah, he'll make a couple of steps in and make the catch for the first out of the inning. Good just to see Anthony Aiken back out there.
Right fielder, number 11, Joey DiMuccio.
Good to see him back out there, Jay, because he missed a couple of weeks at the end of the year. Pulled a hamstring, wasn't able to run in the WPIAL Track Championships. He was one of the top 5 runners in terms of time, but back out here for the WPIAL Baseball playoffs. Now the freshman coming to the plate, the one freshman starter for either team is Joey DiMuccio. First pitch to him from Henderson. This is upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, DiMuccio, the freshman, hitting .447 this season with a lot of hits and doing a lot of great things in the batter's box for the Lancers.
And how often do you hear coaches talk about a utility player they can play everywhere? How often do you hear that though about a freshman?
Not out of a freshman, but you hear it a lot at the Neshannock Lancers, moving everybody around as Henderson winds and deals. Fastball popped up again to right field to Saxon.
Tough time for Saxon. Slow run up and now makes a sliding effort, makes the catch. Noah Stewart, the second baseman going back, actually did a little somersault over him to avoid contact.
Just the last second call from Owen Saxon. Noah Stewart jumps over the sliding Saxon to make that catch. 2 outs early on. I think there's 13 pitches for Henderson in 1 2/3 innings. Very efficient.
Perfectly done, though, by the fielders there. Outfielder goes down. Infielder stays up to avoid any potential crazy collision. Mason Moreau's first pitch to him upstairs to ball 1. So a lot being left upstairs. What do you do with the pitcher to make the adjustment right now, Jay?
Just got to bend a little bit more, and hitter's got to put the ball on the ground and try and dig it out, as we saw Cole Hutchison do that in the first inning. Henderson falls down 2-0 with 2 outs here at Pullman Park.
Mason Moreau's hitting .412 on the year. Neshannock as a whole hitting .434. 2-0 pitch, foul back, right over us. You know, you see the videos, Jay, of broadcasters in the booth going and making a foul ball catch. This is probably the best chance that we ever have on one of those. We can get one popped up right here.
Yeah, but that roof above us, if that ball came back, it would have hit that roof. Thankfully, I don't have my glove, and I don't want to embarrass myself on live television.
That one catches the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Neshannock with a 1-0 advantage.
Great job by Henderson to come back into this count. Falling down 2-0, now winds with 2-2.
Breaking ball, chopped back up the middle. Good 2-strike hitting it right back where it came from. The 2-out single for the big guy, Mason Moreau.
Moreau's looking to get things started here with 2 outs. As in the first inning with 2 outs, you saw the inside the park home run. I don't know if you'll see Moreau's go all the way around the bases, but you never know what can happen. Bringing up Hayden Tatterson, the West Point.
Yeah, how about that? Cool ceremony they had a week or so ago as he's made his commitment to go to Army for West Point. Now, you also got to be careful here at first base because we've seen a couple of great pickoff moves from Henderson and already got one here today, picking off the leadoff batter, Hutchison. 2 down, Patterson at the plate. He's first pitch swinging and a miss for strike 1.
Tatterson, the senior, hitting .368, 46 plate appearances, and leads the team in hit by pitches with 4.
Isn't that the greatest stat? Isn't it such a catcher move, though, to get the one that leads the team with hit by pitches?
I mean, he ties it with Cole Hutchison.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 now the count.
If you want that battery with the pitcher and the catcher, but...
Yeah, you don't mind when it's your catcher getting hit as much. They like getting hit with the baseball. Pitcher, maybe not as much.
Probably one of the last things you want to see is get your pitcher get hit by a pitch as they're hitting.
0-2. Fly ball, right side again. Saxon coasting in, now settling under it in shallow right field. He'll make the catch as the hat flies off. He makes all 3 outs in the inning, does the right fielder Owen Saxon. We've played 2 innings. Neshannock leaving 1 runner on base there in the bottom of the second, but they lead 1-0 in the Class 2A quarterfinals at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Without high school activities, there is no high school experience. It's those experiences when you go out and you meet people that you're only connected with through your passions is what really makes you become the person that you're going to become. Without high school activities, there is no high school experience. It's those experiences when you go out and you meet people that you're only connected with through your passions is what really makes you become the person that you're going to become.
Two-seed in Neshannock leading the 7-seed Apollo Ridge 1-0 after 2 innings of play. Neshannock with hits in each inning, but it's the Nathan Rickle inside the park home run. That is the difference here so far. Winner takes on Southside in the semifinals. Pitch count update, Mr. Walzer.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of strikes on both ends. Hutchison has 38 through 2 innings. Henderson has just 24. But Henderson throwing 17 out of 24 strikes. Hutchison 23 out of 38.
This is our Melee chiropractic inning between the top and bottom half of the inning. We'll update you on all the softball happenings in Lawrence County, and there were plenty of softball happenings. About 8 of the 9 county teams made the playoffs, and they all played in the quarterfinals today.
Brings up the left fielder, Peach.
Richard Peach.
Yeah, you have no idea how weird that is. Say on the air, Peach is coming up to bat. Scoring the bunt is Peach. Now that sounds familiar as it's fouled back to the screen.
Actually hits the top of the wire and waterfalls back down the side.
8-9-1 hitters Peach, Mamrose, and Wingarden. For Apollo Ridge fans who might be listening, Peach played for Neshannock. Did this guy, James Dotson, was the nickname Peach for many, many years, as Coach Senchak had to enjoy that one a little bit. It does feel weird. Very weird, Dale, as that one's again bunted and fended foul.
I remember you texted the group after the last game when Apollo Ridge took on Shenango and won. You said the catch was made by Peach out in left field. It's weird to say that, but the senior hitting 188. A lot of hits, though. 9 hits for.
Behind on that fastball for strike 3. A good afternoon, good evening, and good night strikeout. The 4th of the game for Cole Hutchison.
Bringing up Peyton Mamros, the 9-hitter. The junior hitting 222 on the year.
So far, it seems like the scouting report has been fired in, and prove that Apollo Ridge hitters can catch up to the fastball. And they have not very much so far. Just 1 hit in the ball game, and Mamros, he had 2 of the 4 hits against Shenango, but he swings and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, the team only had 4 hits that game, and Peyton Mamros able to come up with 2 of them. A big key in winning that game.
In fact, he scored the first of the 2 runs on the Noah Stewart 2-run single. Count even at 1-1. Mamros, he's got the nod for the award that a lot of players don't like getting. Been hit with a pitch 4 times this season. He fouls that one back to the screen. Makes the count 1-2.
Another inside fastball there from Hutchison. We saw Mamros take that for ball 1, but then hand checks that one back to his teammates on deck.
Mamros requests time, and it is granted.
Hutchison getting set once again.
The 1-2. Called strike 3 at the knees. They get 5 Ks the first time through the order. Shenango's Jonathan Santangelo had 10 strikeouts in the first round.
Number 2.
Bringing up the leadoff hitter, Gage Wingard.
Wingard walked, reached second on a wild pitch, but then was doubled off on a line drive to end the first inning. As Hutchinson working all from the stretch, first pitch, breaking ball, foul back to the screen. How about this? 10 batters faced, 8 first pitch strikes. I know you like hearing that.
That's definitely something that I like as a pitcher, and Coach Quilero, the head coach of the Neshannock Lancers, definitely wants to hear and wants to strive for.
If you're working ahead, I believe it was Coach Diesel who always used to tell us, a big numbers guy, the former coach of Shenango. First pitch strike, you're going to get out about 60% of the time. This one's fouled. A lot of room down the first base line towards the bullpen, but it will go out of play. Counter that, in high school baseball, a leadoff guy reaching base scores about 60% of the time. So, I mean, first pitch strike, you're getting out 60% of the time. If you let a first guy on base, you could be in trouble.
Got to get ahead and do the right thing early to set yourself up for success.
0-2. Cricket bowls its way in, makes the count 1-2.
Wingard leading the team in average, hitting just over 360. Leading his team with hits as well in 18 and 51 at-bats.
Another 2-2 bounces in. Or now it is 2-2, excuse me. 2 down, top of the third inning. Neshannock still holding a 1-0 advantage.
Wingard has the second most innings pitched on the team behind the current starter, Brody Henderson.
Gets a swing and a miss. And Cole Hutchison strikes out the side in order in the top of the third inning, keeping the score 1-0, and we'll keep it right here at LC SportsNet. It's May minute time, so put us on the clock as we take a look at what's going on in the softball world. Actually, you know what?
The count, like telling me what the count is, because I can't see.
The softball scores for earlier today in Class 1A. Ireland Fisher, 7 RBIs, an inside the park home run, and a grand slam, and a 2-run double. She has all 7 RBIs and a 7-1 Union lead as the defending state champions are back in the semifinals. Also in Class 2A, another state champion back to the semifinals. Neshannock 10-0 over Brownsville in 5 innings. We got another Neshannock Laurel game coming up, folks. The Spartans victorious 4-2 against Fraser. Game on Thursday with a trip to the WPIAL Championships on the line. Also in Class 2A, Chartiers Houston defeats Riverside 4-0, and Bentworth, final score I believe was 6-1 to knock an official final on that, but Bentworth knocks out the Shenango Wildcats for the 3rd straight season. Up in District 10, how about this? Wilmington, the 8th seed, barely made it into the playoffs. They're moving on to the semifinals. They defeat Mercer 8-7, defeating the 1-seeded Mustangs. How about that one for the Lady Greyhounds? Class 3A, Mohawk Keystone Oaks, they're scoreless through 4 innings. Elwood City and McGuffey, just underway a few minutes ago, Scoreless early there. Head North Allegheny.
Number 9, left fielder, Kevin Gerlach.
All you got to do is just get into the playoffs and then do some damage.
Anything can happen, right? There's your Melee Minute, brought to you by Melee Chiropractic, keeping you in the game as we keep you informed of what's going on with the Lawrence County softball ranks. So, by quick count, 4 county teams winning today and 2 more still playing in Class 3A as Kelsey Gerlach drives this one to center field, but right at Peyton Mamrose, takes a couple steps in and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Great to see jumping on the early fastball, trying to get things going, flipping the order over to 9-1-2, bringing up the pitcher and the senior in Cole Hutchison.
This Neshannock team, 3 seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman in the starting 9. A good balance in terms of classification.
Hutchison taking that ball inside. Count is now 1-0.
Hutchison going to continue his academic career at Virginia University. Swings and misses at that one, does Cole. Evens the count at 1-1. Neshannock leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Used to see Hutchison play a lot of sports with cross country and track and field. Now just sticking to baseball and then moving on to Virginia, just like you said, for academics.
Yeah, a lot of multi-sport athletes, including multi-sport spring athletes, as Hutchison holds on the swing there. He makes the count 2-1. I mean, we mentioned Aiken, but Hayden Patterson also breaking a lot of records this year on the track and field side of things. Called strike on the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2.
Both the Lancers and the Vikings have a lot of multi-sport athletes, which you never hope for injuries, but sometimes they happen, as you saw with Ann Aiken earlier this season.
Half swing, swing and a miss. Strikeout, second out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Brody Henderson.
1, second baseman,
We didn't see a lot of strikeouts out of Henderson against Shenango. Only had about 2 or 3. But getting one there early on the leadoff hitter brings up Luca Pegli.
2 up, 2 down. First pitch upstairs to Pegli. And throw back, heads towards center field. I wanted to ask you this because you're the one who's going to tell me the most honest answer. What's the biggest thing you had to do differently pitching on dirt versus pitching on turf?
Well, I mean, you saw I'm 6'5" and I have a big, long stride as Henderson winds and deals fastball upstairs. Sometimes I would slip and do a split, so sometimes shortening the distance, but it really just depends. I mean, taking a long stride, getting as far as you can out towards the plate means the less that you have to throw and the faster that it comes in.
But you got to do it under control and not, as you said, slipping on the turf as Pegli pops this one foul and out of play down the first baseline. 2-1 to count to the sophomore Pegli, hitting .440 on the season.
But even though doing the splits, getting up with a big smile on your face can definitely put some fear into your opponents with how flexible you can be.
Yeah, the splits we saw a couple of times. I'm surprised you weren't playing first base over there.
Well, when you have Cam Foy and Bubba Fries, that ball is hit back. 2 big guys that can hit when I wasn't much of a hitter, but just so many guys and just so many Swiss Army knives we had on my team, that 2023 graduation class.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Pegli holds on the shot upstairs from Henderson. Count runs full. Yeah, what was it? 9 seniors? 10 seniors?
We had 11 seniors.
11.
We filled the entire field and had a few pitchers on the staff as well.
Payoff pitch, up and in. Actually hits Pegli. He will take the hard 90 on the first base, drawing the 2-out hit basket.
Pegli's 3rd hit by pitch this year, bringing up the sophomore Nathan Rickle, leading his team in hits, doubles, triples, home runs, and stolen bases.
Now, you saw the speed why he has 16 stolen bases. The inside the park home run, representing the only run thus far of this game. Now, Pegli at first base, 13 stolen bases. You know, it's no secret. Neshannock, 79 stolen bases on the year. Henderson knows it. Apollo Ridge knows it because they already got 1 pickoff. No thrower on the first pitch here. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
Could have been a little pitch out there. As you saw in the first inning, Cole Hutchison got thrown out and picked off. But Neshannock trying to steal as many bases as they can to get the lead pushed in more than just 1.
Long pause here from Henderson now. Kicks, fires, and again misses upstairs. Throw back to first. Pegli back in plenty of time. 2-0 to count, but again, a lot missing upstairs. Henderson is not finishing the pitches right now.
Definitely not something you want to do against one of the power hitters of Neshannock in Nathan Rickle. You saw what he did the last time he saw a high fastball and put it into the left center gap and then rolled all the way to the wall.
Throw over to first base. Pegli barely gets the hand back in.
On the previous pitch, we saw McCracken, the catcher, throw it down to Clausen, checking on the runner, doing everything they can to keep the runner at bay.
Coach Q given the call at third base, his 7th year, 6th season. That was for you. coaching as a head coach of Neshannock. 2-0 the count. Upstairs 3-0. Though the one year that's always fun when he was assistant for Coach Kirkwood. Coach Kirkwood missed a couple of games early in the year. Coach Q took over for those games, went 1-1. So of course when they won a WPIAL that year, you know what the shirt said? They were 18, not 18-1. They were 18-Q. Because it was Q who had the one loss. Coach Bub, longtime friend of Coach Q, they had a lot of fun. But yeah, those were on the shirts. And
they were that dynamic 1-2 coaching punch. Were very successful. I believe they had 7 WPIAL championships. A lot of history with them and a lot of success.
Yeah, Coach Bub had 5 himself. And then Coach Gene Curry with another one in 2002. As 3-0 pitch, green light for Rickle. He fouls it back towards the tavern.
Definitely the pitch you wanted to send 400 feet to the other fence, but ends up fouling it back as Coach Q gives another sign. And there's 3-1 count here with 2 outs at Pullman Park.
Yeah, 3-1. If you've got a hit and run, this would be a potential count to do it. Runner does go. He's going to miss upstairs for ball 4. So the throw down to second base does not matter.
Nope, on the base on balls, it does not matter. Runners on first and second now for the Lancers, trying to get another 2-out rally going. Bring up Ryan Cameron, the junior, leading his team in runs scored, walks, and doubles.
Yeah, how about 17 walks, so an on-base percentage just shy of 700 for your cleanup hitter. Seeing the ball really well is the cleanup hitter, but he pops this one towards right field, just got under it. Saxon drifting towards the line. He'll make the catch to end the inning in the thread. A couple of 2-out base runners, but they're left stranded. We've played 3 innings, 2 seed in the Neshannock, leading 1-0 over Apollo Ridge. Watching on NFHS Network and listening at LC SportsNet, powered by OCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Leading off, third baseman,
the junior, Zach Myers, up to plate. The third player on this Apollo Ridge team hitting above 300, has 17 hits this season. Only 2 doubles, adding 15 singles, just putting the ball in play and digging it out to first.
That's Jacob Walzer. I'm James Dotson here at the top of the 4th inning in the Class 2A quarterfinal game. Neshannock leading Apollo Ridge 1-0 as this one's driven towards right field. DiMuccio going back on it, now settling under it, and will make the catch for the first out of the top of the 4th inning.
That was pitch number 51 for Cole Hutchison, leading off this top of the 3rd inning, or top of the 4th, excuse me.
So with that pitch, he officially would not be able to pitch on Wednesday. 50 is the cutoff, so if they had decided to pull the starter at that point, he could have been eligible to pitch, though you expect probably to see Denny Joseph, the 1A, 1B, flip him however you want, the left-handed senior, right up there in the innings with Cole Hutchinson, as Hutchinson has thrown 29 innings coming into today's game. Denny Joseph 30 2/3. They've been your dynamic duo, the seniors on the bump this year.
Sophomore Noah Stewart steps in, hits it shortstop to Rickle, across the diamond to Moroz, gets the put out 6-2-3. 2 outs now early in this 3rd inning, in the 4th inning, excuse me.
Now batting first baseman, number 1, Alex Clausen.
So that's now 8 straight batters retired. by Cole Hutchinson. A couple of score updates. Did not get a final, but Wilmington believed victory. How about, listen to this one. Chase Mitchell-Tree ties a state record with 3 triples in one game as the Hounds will get you a final, but I believe as a final they defeated Mercer. They were leading 10-5 earlier in the game. Laurel falls to Riverview 4-2 here in the Class 2A tournament in the WPIAL. Those are the only 2 baseball games going on featuring our county teams, other than Neshannock here leading 1-0 in the top of the 4th inning and an 0-2 count now to Clausen.
Hutchison really finding his stride. Up 0-2 here with 2 outs. Winds and pitches, fastball low. But really dialing it in. He was at 50 pitches when the inning started. He is now at 55, making quick work of the Apollo Ridge Vikings.
1-2 strike count. Upstairs, good hold from the batter Clausen, hitting .292 on the year, 7 extra base hits for the senior, one of 3 seniors in the starting lineup for Coach Matt Gorley. He coaches in the dugout. Cooper Gorley coaches at first. Brett Saxon, the third base coach, watches, and that ball nearly hits Clausen. And again, from 0-2 to 3-2 goes the count. I
know you said the last game that we did, a lot of coaches, head coaches going to first base instead of the usual third base.
3-2 pitch misses outside, so good job with Clausen. The
batting catcher, number 14, Brayden McCracken.
Second walk of the game issued by Hutchison. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Still a 1-0 Neshannock advantage. Yeah, we see it with Neshannock softball. Jackie Lashlake's being at first base. Nick Mariano of Mohawk likes the angle he sees at first base as well. Feels like he can communicate better with the base runners right away. It's all about a feel thing, and you feel what's going to work. And I like this too of Ryan Cameron feeling that things are going a little bit rough. 5 straight balls thrown by Hutchison. Asked for time to go and talk to his senior right-hander.
Yeah, good of the junior to go and talk and make sure everything's good. Tell him to take a breath as a senior catcher McCracken is in the batter's box. Take a deep breath. 2 outs. You got a whole defense behind you as the count is 1-0 here. Winds and throws.
Misses upstairs 2-0 now the count. Hey, you hear that, August? Things don't go right? Take a breath.
Take your hat off. Take a deep breath is what my coach always taught me. James Dotson, my Pony League coach.
Oh, God, does that feel like forever ago? Step off and throw over to first. Back in time is Clausen. Here's a score update. Maybe a surprise here. Defending WPIAL champion Mohawk trailing 2-0 through 6 innings against Keystone Oaks.
Wow.
2-0 pitch towards right field coming in, and now settling under it is DiMuccio. The freshman makes the catch to end the inning. 2-out walk is stranded. Heading to the bottom of the 4th inning, Neshannock still leading 1-0 over Apollo Ridge. Back in a moment, watching on the NFHS Network and listening to the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Neshannock holding a 1-0 lead over Apollo Ridge. Neshannock 16-3 on the season, all 3 losses coming in section play. Apollo Ridge a 12-8 record, 7-5, the 4th place team out of section 3. Neshannock was co-section champions with the Laurel Spartans. Neshannock gets the 2 seed, Laurel gets the 5 seed. Laurel bumped out for the 2nd straight year by the Riverview Raiders. So Riverview in the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, awaiting the winner of Fort Cherry and California. Get you a score update when we can on that one. Winner this one will take on Southside. They defeated New Brighton 5-4 earlier today here at Holman Park. There's your Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard.
Going to be 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Lancers. Anthony Aiken, the senior center fielder, leading off. Edinburgh football player next year, but has 12 RBIs on 14 hits in 38 at-bats this season.
Fort Cherry and Cal are tied 1-1 through 2 innings of play. Again, these semifinal games will be on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. As first pitch upstairs, let's talk about some keys to figuring out your pitching rotation. It used to be back-to-back. This year they're going with 1 day in between, so you can have 50 pitches instead of 25 for your starting pitcher. As this one's ground ball up the middle for Aiken. Diving stopper, can't quite hang on to his Wingard into center field for the leadoff single. But first to finish that thought,
Right fielder, number 11.
as a coach, what do you think, do you change your mindset at all in terms of figuring out your pitching staff knowing you have 1 extra day in between?
Depending on how the pitcher may come into the game struggling for the first 40 pitches, you could save him potentially for the next couple days and then go to somebody else. But you can't do that 25 pitches into a game. You don't want to pull your starter preemptively and then taking the ball out of his hands when he could continue performing.
Squaring the bunt is Cameron, or excuse me, that's Pegley, right down the first base line, and he's going to get tagged out. Beautiful bunt, perfectly executed there by Joey DiMuccio, sacrificing to get Aiken to second base.
Anthony Aiken almost took off for third base as the corners charged, but the shortstop able to get over there as Wingard and prevent Aiken from stealing another base. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
And that brings up Mason Morose, hitting .412 with 17 ribbies on the year. Looking to get a big insurance run with 1 down, trying to double the Neshannock advantage. First pitch downstairs, misses for ball 1.
We see a lot of space on the left field line. Playing towards more of the poles, more towards center field is Richard Peach out in left field. Could see a ball go down the line and would definitely see Ann Aiken score from that.
1-0 pitch upstairs, base count 2-0. Yeah, maybe cheating the gap a little bit after seeing 1 ball go deep to the 385 side, leading to the only run of this game, the inside the park home run in the bottom of the first inning for the Gator.
Owen Saxon still in the same spot in right field after catching probably 6 or 7 baseballs out there.
Sure feels that way. This one's driven towards the left center gap. Going back on it is Peach. Not going to get it. Even playing the gap. Morose finds it. It's his 7th double in the season. And it's a Parada Jones McCree RBI, doubling the Neshannock advantage as Aiken scores from second.
Unbelievable. Hit another high fastball, just driven to the left center gap. That one not quite getting to the wall, but regardless, still an extra base hit, scoring that run, and huge here for the Lancer faithful.
Parada Jones McCree, excellence is their guarantee.
Bring up Hayden Tatterson, senior catcher here with 1 out.
Scoring the bunt is Tatterson, high ball, and it's going to be bunted foul. First rule you say when you're trying to bunt for a sacrifice, you got to bunt strikes. That one, the way he was taken off, I think he might have been thinking bunt for a hit there, Jay.
Yeah, but unfortunately hit it right back to the pitcher in Henderson regardless, but ended up trickling foul. Henderson was all over that, ready to throw Tatterson out at first or throw Mraz out, get him in the pickle.
Mraz, team high 7th double of the year in scoring position, 1 down. Swing and a miss from Tatterson, 0-2.
We saw in Tatterson's first at-bat was really aggressive, swinging at high fastballs. Does that again, is now down 0-2 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
How much of a mental note can you make as a pitcher on something like that?
It's definitely something that's huge. As we see a hit by pitch, now leads his team in hit by pitches, is now beating Cole Hutchison, as now I believe he has 5, and he does. 5 hit by pitches now for Tatterson, but just being able to throw a fastball high and getting a swing and then getting a curveball right in the zone, it looks the exact same.
Cuzzy time now. 9-hitter Kevin Gerlach steps to the plate. What is it about kids, just inheriting their father's nicknames? Cuzzy, the mainstay, and throw back to second base. And just getting a hand back in there in time is Mraz, as they had a little pickoff play. Fake the wheel play. Third baseman's charging, shortstop running to third, second baseman covering. Mraz just barely got the right hand in there, Jay.
We saw him take a little bit of a step forward, but then once he saw the pitcher in Henderson turn around, immediately dove back to the bag. Saw a lot of oohs and ahs from the Viking faithful, thinking they got another pickoff, but unsuccessful. Runner still first and second here with 1 out.
Gerlach, line drive, right back up the middle for a base hit. Mraz rounding third, he'll be waved home. Ball bobbled in the outfield, so Mraz will score easily, and advancing to third on the error is Tatterson. Gerlach advances on the throw as well. RBI single. The error gets 2 more ducks on the pond in scoring position. The 9-hitter, Cuzzy, with an RBI.
Great piece of hitting from Gerlach as we see Coach coming out to take a visit to his pitcher, but just throwing his bat out, and getting a nice hit, and then once he sees the center fielder launching the ball over to third base, immediately takes off for second base. Mamrose tried to throw out the runner at third, unable to do so. Runners now second and third here with one out, stirring some trouble for the Vikings.
Pontius Insurance, give him a call. Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, Tracy Giddings, and get started today. Auto, home, term, life, liability insurance, and more at pontiusinsurance.com.
Now batting number 8, pitcher Cole Hutchinson.
And now the third time through the lineup as Cole Hutchinson steps to the plate. Infield will have to come in after that trip to the mound there from the Apollo Ridge coaching staff.
Henderson still in the game, but you see a pair of Vikings over in the bullpen now, walking around, throwing, stretching a little bit, as the Lancers are now at the top of their lineup.
Hutchinson, first pitch swinging, foul back to the screen. Good bounce back there from Henderson. Hutchinson against Henderson. I believe you see that's Anthony Massari warming up in the pen. Henderson had just shy of 40 innings pitched coming into today, almost doubled the second guy's squeeze bunt, and Hutchinson gets it down. He almost hit him in the face, and he got the squeeze bunt down, and there's going to be a double squeeze coming the whole way. It's Gerlach, and he's in there. A double squeeze. Cole Hutchinson, are you kidding me?
He was leading his team coming into this game and hit by a pitch as that fastball up near his face, had to duck away, gets the bunt down and the squeeze. It wasn't even a safety squeeze, it was do or die. Get the bunt down and the run will score. Gets it down as he runs to first, the throw to first. Another run comes in for the Lancers. Coach Q sending him all the way.
I'm not sure I've seen that since the state semifinals or WPIAL semifinals against Berks. I think it was WPIAL semis that scored Melder from second base on, I believe, Rob Gleese or Luke Gleese. And right back at it, Luca Pegli lines one the other way. A 2-run squeeze bunt for Cole Hutchinson. It's a 4-run inning, and they're not done yet.
Still looking to get things going. 2 outs now. Just first pitch from Pegli just knocks it in the right field, getting things going. Brings up the big sophomore right-handed or left-handed hitter, in Nathan Rickel.
Inside the park home run and a walk in his 2 at-bats. Pegli, big lead, slides back in the first base.
This Viking crowd is stunned, only giving up 1 run in their last game and now giving up 5 and just 4 in this inning alone. Ball low there from Henderson. 1-0 here.
Coming back to the game, we'll name a Melee Chiropractic play of the game. I have a feeling we might know what that is now.
Well, this game's not over yet, James.
As Pegli takes off, it's a pitch out, throw down to second base, and Pegli's in there nonetheless with his 14th stolen base of the season.
Does look like Wingard is over there warming up in the bullpen, hoping that his pitcher can get out of this inning without any more damage. But other than Vikings still need to get things going in the batter's box to do so.
And with the stolen base, they are going to intentionally walk Rickel. Can't say I blame him.
Don't want to risk anything and any further damage. Trying to get a play at any base they can.
Ryan Cameron.
Brings up the dangerous Ryan Cameron. 17 ribbies for him on the year. 7 doubles to lead the team. Rickel hitting .500, but you got Cameron behind him also hitting .500 plus on the season. 2 on, 2 down, a 5-0 Neshannock lead. Runners go. Ground ball up the middle as the runners are off. They're going with the pitch. Easily scoring from second will be Pegli. Rickel rounding third. He's thinking about it now. He'll put on the brakes and return back to third base. First pitch swinging right back through the box for another PJM RBI.
Lancers are starting to figure out Henderson the third time through the lineup. You see head coach on the stairs looking over to his bullpen and is going to walk out. That is going to be it for Henderson.
And we'll see if it is Massari who will make the trip from the bullpen. It is a red zone call to the pen. We'll take a timeout. We'll get you all the changes when we return. Neshannock leading 6-0, bottom of the 4th inning on the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For the Vikings, these changes just at the pitcher's mound. Anthony Massari is going to enter for Brody Henderson. You have some numbers there on Massari?
I do. Massari has a 1.29 ERA in 16 1/3 innings of work, 21 strikeouts to 5 walks. You see ball 1 there. Not closing the door yet on Henderson as he leaves runners on first and third. Henderson had an unbelievable performance against Shenango, having 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts in the 93-pitch complete game.
Neshannock has broken this one open. Throw down to second base for the steal for Ryan Cameron. 2 runners in scoring position now for Anthony Aiken. 5 runs in the bottom of the 4th, a 6-0 Neshannock lead.
And in this game, Henderson giving up 8 hits and 6 runs, all of it being earned with only 1 strikeout and 2 walks.
Massari now working from the windup. Aiken swings and misses. Count now 2-1.
Massari 7 appearances on the mound and only giving up 3 earned runs, one of the ideal relievers for the Vikings.
Aiken led off this inning with a single and scored as the Lancers have battled around here in the bottom of the 4th innings. It's fouled back. Count now 2-2.
We never really got to the keys to the game, but one of the main keys on my board was whoever can score first and whichever team could tally more hits.
Well, big advantage to Neshannock now. Breaking ball doesn't break, misses inside. Count full to Aiken. DiMuccio waiting in the on-deck circle.
Full count here with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. The only play would be at first to try and get out the speedy runner in Aiken.
Ground ball towards short, taken on 3 hops there by Wingard. Throw to first base, bounces in, and no, unable to hold on to it. And coming around to the plate and scoring from second is Cameron.
Just smart base running all around by the Lancers. Everybody taking off no matter what. And Aiken running all the way and just unable to pick that ball at first was Clausen. But no matter what, we were seeing the runner come around third and go to home regardless.
I think we might be seeing a pinch runner now. Maybe for the speedy Aiken with a 8-run lead, maybe just to rest the hammy a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely up 8-0, putting up 7 runs in this inning alone. You're going to see number 17 come in for
that Bailey, right?
Yes, Robbie Bailey, hitting .667 this year, but he's already on the base pad, so that does not matter. Bailey has 1 stolen base.
Robbie Baseball running at first. Joey DiMuccio, a fly out and a sacrifice bunt in his 2 plate appearances. First pitch to him, called strike on the outside corner.
Robbie Bailey has 4 hits this season, but one of them's a triple. How often do you see that? 25% of your hits are triples.
Does close the book on Henderson, too, by the way. We'll get you those final numbers. Step off and throw over to first base. 8 runs on 8 hits. 6 of those runs were earned. 2 walks, 1 of them was intentional. 1 strikeout and 2 hit batsmen in 3 2/3 innings pitched. As DiMuccio lifts this one towards right field, Saxon drifting towards the line, now settles under, makes the catch finally to end the inning. 11 batters to the plate in the inning. Neshannock with 7 runs on 5 hits. There was 2 errors and 1 runner left on the bags. Neshannock's blown it open, 8-0 over Apollo Ridge through 4 innings. Back in a moment, watching on the NFHS Network and listening to LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Girls Track and Field as the LCAP Team of the Month after winning their semifinal meet and reaching the WPIAL Championship. Congratulations to Coach Heather McKissick and the Lady Spartans Track and Field Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Now a 8-0 Neshannock lead after putting up 7 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cole Hutchinson returns to the mound. We'll see if we can see any other changes as Anthony Aiken, do not believe, is out there in center field. Confirm if that is Bailey out there.
It is Ann Aiken out there in center field.
So Aiken has re-entered?
Believe so. So that would burn Robbie Bailey. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You are not wrong. Now if it was softball, for those rules interpreters out there. Baseball, every starter gets 1 re-entry. As his first pitch is lined towards right field, but playing him perfectly is DiMuccio. Makes 1 step to his glove side, makes the catch. For the first out of the inning, retiring Owen Saxon. In softball, in high school,
26, Parker Corley.
both the starter and every bench player gets 1 re-entry. So if this was softball, Bailey could re-enter again for Aiken. But it's not softball, though we do have a softball final and a stunner as Mohawk defeated 2-0 by Keystone Oaks. First pitch swinging here is Gurley. Parker Gurley pops it up on the left side of the infield, caught by Rickle. 2 up, 2 down on 2 pitches.
Very quick and efficient inning. We saw Rickle calling off the outfielder and the third baseman there, wanting it all for himself. 2 outs now, just like you said, on 2 pitches. Very efficient from Hutchison. Now at 64 pitches in 4 2/3.
First pitch misses downstairs, ball 1 to Richard Peeps, one of the 5 strikeout victims on the night. 6 strikeouts, for Hutchison on the evening. 1-0 again, misses downstairs, makes the count 2-0.
Peach looking to get anything going for the Vikings here with 2 outs, any means necessary.
So right now, Shannon in possible position with a couple of runs in the bottom of the inning, can actually end this game early.
We'll have to see what they can do against the new reliever in Masari.
4-pitch walk, though. 2 pitches, 2 outs, and a 4-pitch walk drawn by Peach.
Definitely not the ideal scenario for the Lancers, getting 2 outs on 2 pitches and walking on 4 pitches. I mean, you gotta be efficient some places, and then other times not, right? You gotta even it out.
He didn't like that low pitch count on the inning. So 2 down. 8-0, Neshannock with the lead. 9-hitter coming to the plate for Apollo Ridge is Peyton Namros.
Namros had 2 hits against Shenango, 2 of the 4 that they had in the game, and the key part to their 2-1 victory over Shenango.
First pitch misses inside for ball 1.
That's 5 straight balls now from Hutchison. Don't see any action over in the Lancer bullpen. Looking to stick with their guns and their starter. Fastball misses upstairs. It's now ball 6 in a row.
I love that Texas A&M tradition. And we're going to see Coach Saragnese make a Ponch's Insurance trip to the mound. I want to give another shout out to, players who inherit their father's nickname. Of course, Richie, part of the state championship Neshannock baseball team back in 2015. Of course, he inherited Yuck, just like his father, and glad to see him back wearing the red and white as the pitching coach for Neshannock, and can't ask for much better than to get one of that dynamic duo, Saragnese and Frankie Fruschetti. The unofficial state record, because we can't find official numbers anywhere else, but most combined wins for a pair of pitchers in state baseball history in a career. As I believe don't quote me on that. I think it was 31 for Frschetti and 18 for Sarah-Denise over their time at wearing the red and white.
Both of those guys, best of friends, and getting it done on the mound at each other's houses, just hanging out. They were best buds.
2-1 to count back on screen.
Still able to get the job done on the diamond regardless. As we were working on the camera feed, count is 2-1 here with 2 outs.
Throw over and back in plenty of time at first base is Peach. Last score check, it was 1-1 between Cal and Fort Cherry. Winner of that one takes on Riverview. Winner of this one will take on Southside, as this one's fouled off the leg of Mamorous. Count even at 2-2.
Mamorous wanted that one back. Fouled it off his ankle and then between his legs. Definitely won that one back. Count is now 2-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th here at historic Pullman Park. Hutchison definitely taking a little more time, deciding to pick off.
Yeah, another throw over, just keeping the runner close.
We saw a lot of quick work and tempo in the first couple innings, now slowing down just a little bit now that they have an 8-0 lead.
2-2 misses downstairs and the count runs full. I want to say, hey, you got an 8-run lead. Don't even worry about that guy at first base. Just go throw a strike.
That's all you got to do when you're up a few runs is just put the ball in there. You've got 7 guys behind you as he picks off again.
Yeah, full count knowing the runner's going to be going. Maybe take a stab.
Maybe buy you an extra pitch on your pitch count if you're that big into statistics. And
called strike 3 on the outside corner. Throws Mamorous for the second time today. Another runner left stranded on base. Cole Hutchinson, 7 strikeouts, just 1 hit through 5 innings of play. We head to the bottom of 5th with Neshannock leading Apollo Ridge 8-0 at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Neshannock leading 8-0, bottom of the 5th inning. 7 runs in the 4th inning. Plenty of insurance for Cole Hutchinson, who's throwing a gem. 1 hitter with 7 strikeouts for the senior right-hander. Oh, and by the way, one of the Play of the Year nominations.
Number 22.
In the first 2 innings, Hutchinson threw 38 pitches, but has thrown 12 pitches in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning. He's now at 74 as big man Mason Moroz steps into the box against Anthony Massari in the bottom of the 5th.
Got to fix my scorecard as Neshannock sent 11 batters to the plate in that 7-run bottom of the 4th. Moroz, first pitch to him misses outside. Anthony Massari, his first full inning of relief. And Henderson throws 3 2/3, 8 runs on 8 hits, giving up 2 walks and 2 at-batsmen with just 1 strikeout. Breaking ball misses in the Pebbles. 2-0 now the count.
Massari with an impressive, only giving up 3 earned runs in over 16 innings of work. That's very tough to do. Count is now 2-0 here with no outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Massari working from the wind. And again, misses outside, 3-0.
Just got to find something here. Lob it in if you have to. Get a strike. You can't let them on free. That's how they got things going in the previous inning for those 7 runs.
7 runs on 5 hits in the 4th inning, highlighted by the 2-run suicide squeeze. Moreau's taken all the way. Count now 3-1 as it catches the outside corner.
I like that take there, trying to get pitch counts up in case of the unthinkable happens, just pushing the pitch count any way possible, but still don't want to waste a strike and ruin an opportunity to get on base there.
Yeah, still sitting pretty if you're the batter. 1 pitch, 1 spot. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking ball there from Massari. Count now full.
Yeah, big slider and sweeper there. Catches Moreau's off guard and thought it was a fastball. Swings right through it. Count is now full.
Here from Pullman Park, the Class 2A quarterfinals. And called strike 3 as Moreau's frozen on the inside corner. Good job by Massari coming back to get the K. First K of the game, and his 22nd of the year.
Very impressive way to come back to the big man. I wouldn't throw any fastballs to that guy, and I'm a retired pitcher. Throws it right at him, full count inside, and jams him. Backwards K.
Hayden Patterson now to the plate. First pitch to him misses upstairs.
I like that, though. Upstairs cutter, right at the batter.
Sites and times for the semifinals will be released sometime tomorrow morning by the WPIAL as Patterson fouls this one back and out of play. Count even at 1-1. Mentioned Hayden Patterson going to West Point. He was also part with Anthony Aiken. I think they broke the 400 relay at least 4 times this year in terms of the school record. He also broke a couple of the 400 individual dash records as he foul tips that one into the glove. Count now 1-2.
Very interesting thing about those 400-meter relays is each time they've ran it and broke the record, they have one different guy.
Every time. So, there's like 7 different runners who have been part of that relay team, which has been very impressive. Breaking ball, strike 3, swung on and missed by Patterson. 2 up, 2 down, both via the K for Anthony Massari, but that shows the versatility of what that track program has been this year.
Brings up the lefty, Kevin Gerlach, and when Massari was warming up this inning, Coach Colero giving him a big hug and patting him on the head for getting things going in that last inning and helping them get 7 runs up on the board.
Yeah, the RBI single and then scored from second on the suicide squeeze, which may all credit to Hutchinson for getting the bunt down, but also to Gerlach knowing the situation and knowing that's a design play. They practice that of you're going from second and you're not stopping until you get the red light. He never got the red light, and he slides in for that 2 RBI squeeze.
And after he got that single, as soon as this other runner came around, they threw it deep to third or home with no cutoff. He instantly takes off for second, getting an extra 90 feet on the base paths.
Yeah, both of these teams so well coached. You don't see a lot of mistakes. And that was frankly exactly what Coach Gurley said before the Shenango game. If we play mistake-free, we'll be all right. Now, Neshannock has come up hitting in the 4th inning, and a couple of errors to help that out. One, as you mentioned, on the Gerlach play, and another one on a low throw from short. But Neshannock has earned 6 of the 8 runs officially, but they've put the bat on the ball all day. 3-1 pitch, line drive between first and second for a 2-out single for Cousy.
Once again, getting things going, put the ball in play, and good things will happen. Getting things going once again for the Lancers brings up the leadoff hitter, Cole Hutchison. Coach going out to talk to his reliever in Massari. No one warming up in the bullpen yet for the Vikings. Could be just asking him to take a deep breath, taking the ball out of his hand.
And it looks like we will get another pitching change, and Gage Wingard coming to the mound. So we'll step aside, get you all the changes when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP Neshannock with an 8-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Massari ending the day with 1 inning, giving up 2 hits 2 strikeouts and leaves a runner on first for another relief pitcher in Gage Wingard, the previous shortstop. Wingard on the season, the junior has a 3.26 ERA and has 19 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 9 earned runs, but has 22 strikeouts and 10 walks. Leadoff hitter.
What was the final pitch count on Masari? It's the first pitch breaking ball, misses for ball 1.
Masari finished, by my count, with 23 pitches and 13 strikes. Unofficially.
Throw over Gerlach back in time. So this could be a change for a couple of different reasons. It could just be to change the look, but also, worst or best case scenario maybe for Apollo Ridge is, they make a huge comeback as the runner goes, throw down to second base and sliding in. Just in hand with the hand is Kevin Gerlach with his 5th stolen base of the year. But to the point, if this game were to get suspended for whatever reason, if it were to come back in extra innings, now you could bring Masari back tomorrow. That's maybe the only kind of thinking that you could also look at pitch count wise. As that 1-1 pitch misses downstairs to Hutchinson, 2-1 to count.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. See a lot of the runners here going for stolen bases and getting them, just getting that extra 90 feet. Time called by the hitter.
3 stolen bases now on the evening. 1 for Pegley, 1 for Cameron, and now 1 for Gerlach. So he stands in scoring position with 2 down. This one way outside. Good job by McCracken behind the dish to snag that one.
The senior been doing so much in the batter's box and in the field. In McCracken hitting .260, doing just so many defensive things greatly and leading this team in the Vikings.
3-1 pitch catches the outside corner. Count now full. 8-0 Neshannock with the lead, bottom of the 5th inning. Payoff pitch, breaking ball, catches the top of the zone. For the 3rd strikeout of the inning, first one for Wingard in relief. No runs, 1 hit, that 1 runner left stranded. 5 complete. Neshannock leading Apollo Ridge 8-0. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, watching on the NFHS Network.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli, trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Riverside Apartments is Newcastle's premier senior citizens complex. Looking to downsize but still maintain your independence? Riverside Apartments is within walking distance of many of the stores and restaurants of downtown Newcastle. Large efficiency and 1-bedroom apartments currently available for rent. Riverside features on-site laundry facilities, a main floor lounge area, full security door system, storage areas, and reserved on-site parking. And best of all utilities are included, including cable and air conditioning. At prices under $500 per month, there's no question it's a steal. You're safe at Riverside.
Back here at Pullman Park, junior, sophomore, top of the order for the Vikings coming up. We do see some changes in the field for Neshannock.
Now batting Gage
the new pitcher is Ryan Cameron, and that's big because 74 pitches thrown by Hutchinson. We mentioned weather on Wednesday. If that game got pushed back to Thursday due to weather, he would be eligible to throw, would Hutchinson, on 2 days rest. But Ryan Cameron now on the bump. We'll get you the rest of the changes as first pitch breaking ball is fouled off by Wingard. So Cameron goes to the mound. DiMuccio has moved from right field to third base. Aiken has moved from center field to right field, and Cole Hutchinson out in center field.
Cameron has 22 1/3 innings pitched as he winds and stretches. Another breaking ball fouled down the third base line. Foul. 22 1/3 innings pitched, as I said. 4.7 ERA. Even though he has over 22 innings pitched, he has 1 start, and he's come in relief 8 different times.
2-to-1 K to walk ratio. He's been one of the top guys out of the bullpen, and Wingard was halfway back to the dugout thinking he was frozen on a strike 3, but it just missed downstairs.
Fastball at the knees, just like you said. Wingard thought it was a strike. Started walking back to the dugout. A lot of oohs and ahs from the Neshannock faithful.
1-2 pitch lifted towards shallow center field. Actually, Pegley going back into shallow right field, and he'll make the catch. Aiken was coming in hard, but he kind of spun the tires right off the bat. And a good job of Pegley getting a lot of ground out there to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, once Pegley got off of the turf infield and into the grass outfield, stumbled a little bit. Just the uneasy pressure of the grass. Still able to come up with it, though. 1 out here for the Neshannock Lancers. Bringing up another junior in Zach Myers for the Vikings.
0 for 2 is Myers with a strikeout and a pop-out. Just 1 hit on the day for the Vikings. The final numbers for Cole Hutchinson: the 1 hit, no runs allowed, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks for the senior in 5 innings, and again through 74 pitches. First pitch downstairs, swung and miss on by Zach Myers.
Just like you said, a really smart move with 74 pitches. In case of rain, they push the game back a day. All of a sudden, you could throw your number 1 again.
Breaking ball off the plate, going to be taken by Cameron. Going to be a long throw across the diamond in time. Great play, little PFP to get the out from Cameron, 1-3.
That's something you could ask all the pitchers for Neshannock. You will get your PFPs in every day, your pitcher fielding plays. Going over to his right in front of the third baseman Robbie Baseball, I believe. Oh, Joey DiMuccio, excuse me. And just making that throw, beating the runner by a step.
Yeah, Cameron doesn't get to that. There's no way anybody else is. Nobody has gotten to Alex Clausen today. A single and a walk. He's reached both times he's been to the plate, but he's in the on-deck circle. Noah Stewart, the 3-hitter, 0 for 2 today. Now with an 0-1 count to him. This one's downstairs, evens the count at 1-1.
Stewart, the sophomore, hitting over 360, one of the offensive leaders in most categories for the Vikings. Just trying to get things going. Just like you said, the Vikings only have 1 hit today.
Ground ball right side, going to be taken there by Morose, and a little more PFPs. It's going to be a flip to Cameron at first base. 3-1 to put out. Ends a 1-2-3 inning in relief for Ryan Cameron. To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Neshannock still holding an 8-0 lead. That's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Ryan Cameron with a very efficient 9-pitch inning, throwing 7 strikes, getting his first inning of relief here. The Vikings still with Gage Wingard on the mound, desperate to get anything going on both ends, in the field and in the dugouts. Throwing around the horn. It's the bottom of the 6th here at Pullman Park.
Historic Pullman Park, longtime home of the...
Now batting second baseman, number 1, Luca Pagley.
Butler Blue Sox, amongst others. First pitch swinging is Pegley, to be fouled out of play right towards us.
Just like you said, the historic Pullman Park. There's been a lot of great players that have played here, including Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig, and Whitey Ford played exhibitions here back in the day. It also underwent a multi-million-dollar renovation in 2008, restoring the grandstand, improving the field, and modernizing the facility while keeping its old and classic look.
is classic. It's been a classic location for a lot of WPIAL and state playoff games over the years. And now with the turf infield and the grass outfield, the new lights as well made a huge difference. That was one of the toughest places to judge a fly ball about 10 years ago.
Just great things that they do around here, helping generations of families. That's ball ripped up the middle to the third baseline,
Long throw and a good stretch from Clausen at first. Zach Myers, good job on the backhand to get the first out of the inning, retiring Luca Pegley.
Able to get the big hop and then fire it across the diamond to beat the runner by a step. Brings up the lefty sophomore in Nathan Rickel, the 3-hitter and the shortstop for the Lancers. Rickel, the catalyst in the first inning, getting the inside the park home run, takes fastball upstairs for ball 1.
Try to get you the last score updates. Wilmington baseball also victorious. They win 10-5, so it's a double Hounds win over the Mustangs in baseball and softball quarterfinals up in District 10.
Rickel up 2-0 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Takes a big cut at that.
Elwood City and McGuffey are scoreless through 4 innings there at North Allegheny. You can listen to that one. Actually, you can watch it for free on ECS, Elwood City Sports, as this one bounces in. That's the one thing about this field and a lot of turf fields. As you watch it on NFHS Network, that ball hit off the front of the plate. Plate's elevated an inch or two, and the ball bounced about 30 feet up in the air.
That's happened to me only one time before when I was playing against Mohawk as a junior, throwing at Westminster College before I committed. Just the extruding plate sometimes can do a whole lot of damage.
As the scoreboard comes back on, right on cue, that one's fouled off.
The scoreboard does say 4 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, but we know that's not true, as that ball is fouled over to third base coach and head coach John Quilera.
Member of the Lawrence County Hall of Fame. Foundation of this team, brought to you by Doran Concrete. This full count pitch is going to be lifted to shallow right center field. Another hit for Nathan Rickel. He's been on base all 4 times today. Inside the park home run, a couple of walks, and now that's 1 out single.
I mean, going 2 for 2 when it's the bottom of the 6th inning, just doing your job, getting on all 4 times, definitely improving the on-base percentage, and just overall improving his team's probability to win as the 3-hitter and a shortstop. Just a sophomore. Kid's going to be doing great things for the next 2 years, no matter the circumstances. This year, fake stealing.
Yeah, ball in the dirt. He took a couple of hard steps, and McCracken went to throw him out. Rickel wisely retreats back to first base as Ryan Cameron single and drove in a run in his last plate appearance. 7 different batters with a hit in the game for Neshannock, as that throw over to first base got away momentarily, but Clausen able to track it back down. Second inning of relief for Gage Wingard. And
to see a timeout, I believe the ball went through the glove. That's what I thought, because the first baseman, Alex Clausen, looked confused when the ball went through his glove. He had to go and retreat and catch it. He went to throw it back to his pitcher, and the ball wasn't there.
You can say it didn't look like a bad throw, and that would explain it. Right through the webbing.
As we see him reach over the little guardrails in the dugout to grab his extra mitt, ready to get things going again. Count is 1-0 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Runner goes, ground ball up the middle, is behind the shortstop Masari, who had to cover. And that's going to allow Rickel to go all the way to third base, and reading it, going to second base late on the throw is Cameron. 6th landing, but he's now the game-winning run, standing 120 feet away.
We've seen it all day, just outstanding base running from the Lancers, so well coached. He was about halfway up the line, and even when the ball was thrown in, just about to the pitcher's mound, took off for second and gets in there safely. Runners on second and third here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th as big Richie Surgeonese walks by and gives us both a fist bump.
And another trip to the mound. If I get one more pitching change, that is the game-ending run standing at second base. Coming up after the game, we will announce an MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Get in the game at MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Located in Zelienople and New Springfield, Ohio.
Looking like the Vikings are staying with Gage Wingard on the mound, having trust in their pitcher to get things done here with 1 out and 2 runners on in the junior.
UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. Appointments are available any of the 4 Lawrence County locations. Call 724-983-7000. So open base at first, 1 down. They elect to
couple innings, hoping nothing else will go over their head and end this game. Fastball right down Broadway there. 1-1 with one out here in the bottom of the sixth.
8-0 Neshannock with the lead. Nathan Rickle stands at third. Ryan Cameron, the game-ending run, standing at second, and he's going to end it right here. Line drive up the gut. Cameron rounds third, and he will score without a throw. The Lancers are back to the WPIAL semifinals. A 10-0 victory over Apollo Ridge in 6 innings. They will take on Southside in the semis on Wednesday.
In the WPIAL playoffs.
Lancers just getting the job done in the batter's box. Not even just in that one inning alone, but putting up one in the first inning from Nathan Rickle, getting inside the park home run. I don't want to say Little League inside the Parker, but just
true inside the Parker.
Going all the way to the fence. No missed throws. It was just all the way to the 385 sign out in left center field, and having the 7-run inning with multiple two-run hits, a little bunt, a little sacrifice squeeze from Cole Hutchison, and the double from Cuzzy Gerlach.
We'll recap it all when we return, and a couple of awards to give out. We're gonna have a tough time figuring out where we're gonna go with them. We'll discuss, and we will come back with the scoring recap and those awards when we return. Neshannock victorious 10-0 over Apollo Ridge. Watching on the NFHS Network and listening on LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Thank you for calling AXE. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. AXE can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to the doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call AXE today.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between.
Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Welcome back here to Pullman Park. Neshannock wins it 10-0 in just over 6 innings. 13 hits by the Lancers, just to only 1 by the Apollo Ridge Vikings. James.
Let's get right into our gem of a game, the Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Apollo Ridge, leadoff walk from Gage Ringard. He advanced to second on a wild pitch, but a line drive double play to third base. Cameron catches it and then throws to Pegley to end the inning. Neshannock would get the game-winning run in the bottom of the first inning. A leadoff bunt single from Cole Hutchinson, but he's picked off on the very next pitch by the pitcher Henderson. With 2 outs, Nathan Rickle drives the first pitch he sees to the deep left center gap, and he's not stopping until he touches all 4 bases. The inside the park home run, his 3rd home run of the season, made it 1-0 Neshannock, and 1-0 it would stay for a long time. In the second inning, a leadoff single from Alex Clausen. He's retired on a fielder's choice and a couple of strikeouts in a row. In fact, at one point, Hutchinson struck out 5 straight Apollo Ridge batters. The big inning, though, came in the bottom of the 4th inning. Anthony Aiken, a leadoff single. He sacrificed to second by Joey DiMuccio, scores on a Mason Mraz double. After Hayden Patterson is hit by a pitch, Kevin Gerlach with an RBI single. They advance 2 in the scoring position on the play when the ball is bobbled in the outfield. And then Cole Hutchinson with a suicide squeeze. If he doesn't get the bunt down, it's hitting him in the face, and I don't think that's a big exaggeration to say that either. Not only does he get the bunt down to score Tatterson from third, but Gerlach never stops from second, keeps on running, and scores on the play as well. The double squeeze for 2 runs scored, and just kept continuing after that. Pegley got a single to restart the inning. Rickle intentionally walked after Pegley steals second. Cameron with an RBI single. That one chased the starter, Brody Henderson, from the game. Anthony Aiken reaches on a error. That scores 2 more runs to end off the 7-run 4th inning for the Lancers. And they would get 2 more in the 6th to round it off. A 1-out single from Rickle. Ryan Cameron on a hit and run puts one past the shortstop. They both score then on Anthony Aiken's game-ending 2-run single up the middle to end the contest. 10 runs on 13 hits, no errors from Neshannock. They left 5 on the bags. Apollo Ridge, no runs on 1 hit, 2 errors. They stranded 3 base runners in the game. Brody Henderson takes the loss, 3 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 8 runs. 6 of them were earned on 8 hits. Struck out 1, walked 2, also hit 2 batters in the game. Cole Hutchinson with the win, 5 innings of 1-hit baseball, struck out 7, walked 3, but just gave up the 1 hit in the contest. And Ryan Cameron pitched 1 inning of relief as well. A perfect 1-2-3 inning for Cameron in relief. The Lancers out 17-3 with the victory. Will take on Southside, the 2-3 game in the semifinals coming up on Wednesday. Wouldn't be surprised if it's back here. I could see North Allegheny as a possibility, or Seneca Valley would also make a lot of sense too as a neutral site between those 2 teams. But Neshannock, they hit early, they hit often, they exploded with a huge crooked number, 7 runs in that 4th inning, Jay.
The Lancers had 5 players with more than 1 hit today, and Nathan Rickle, Ryan Cameron, Anthony Eakin, Mason Mraz, and Kevin Gerlach. Anthony Eakin had 3 hits today and 4 RBIs.
He's not getting one of our shirts, though. Surprise, surprise. I mean, you could have... I got a box of about 20 shirts. We probably could give them all out because this was a good full-team effort from the Lancers. But let's start with the MVP of the game today. And we had a bit of a debate because there's, again, a lot of ways we could go. But today's MVP of the game, Nathan Rickle, reached base 4 times today, scores 3 runs, an inside-the-park home run. He's going to be your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. MVP Insurance is proud to honor Nathan Rickle as today's MVP of the game. He'll get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's game MVP. And you can view the full list of game MVPs at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations to your MVP of the game, Nathan Rickle, on base all 4 times today, including an inside the park home run. Hall MVP for the win, Nathan Rickle, is getting another t-shirt. As for your Meta Chiropractic play of the game, we were oohing and awing over it, but just incredible. First to get any suicide squeeze down, Jay, but a pitch. Brody Henderson did what you're supposed to do on a squeeze. You
throw it right at the pitcher. Yeah, threw it right between Cole Hutchison's eyes. Hutchison able to get it down, and then once he realized he got it down, he was completely 180 trying to get out of the way, making sure he got the bunt down first, and then runs to first as Kevin Gerlach rounding third and scoring for the second run on that suicide squeeze.
Yeah, not only is that a play of the game, I think that's going to be a play of the year nomination for Cole Hutchinson's suicide squeeze. So Cole will receive a customized t-shirt as well, courtesy of the Red Zone, for being today's Meta Chiropractic play of the game. Let Meta Chiropractic keep you in the game. And I have a feeling we're going to see video highlights of that one on Twitter and Instagram here tonight. Your Meta Chiropractic play of the game for Cole Hutchinson. Also the winning pitcher with a one-hit shutout on the bump. So you're going to see Neshannock and Southside do battle on Wednesday in the Class 2A semifinals. The other side is going to be Riverview against, we don't know yet. Last score we saw was 1-1, the score between California and Fort Cherry. Big shout out, Something for Your Wall Photography, for every picture she took today, except for that last one. Big shout out to Tweety Bird running the cameras for us, doing all the production stuff here this evening. Jacob Walzer, final thought from you before we wrap things up here from Pullman Park.
We saw Apollo Ridge play a great game, very tight and to the neck against Shenango last week. They were clean in that game with no errors and were able to squeak out a win. Today they just could not do so, giving up so many hits. No matter who was on the mound, they put another guy and just unfortunately giving up hits. Neshannock just had the better day in the box.
13 hits in the game and a 10-0 victory here at Pullman Park. Thanks everybody here, as always, so hospitable, getting us good to go. Neshannock with the victory, on to the Class 2A semifinals. For the entire SportsNet crew, my broadcast colleague tonight, Jacob Walzer, I'm James Dotson. So long and stay tuned. Baseball tomorrow, Class 3A, Riverside taking on South Allegheny, and then we'll have semifinal games in baseball and softball coming up on Wednesday and Thursday here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight, Neshannock 10-0. Have a great evening, everyone.